when I left, I wasn't thinking about the nation of the gods and the earth though. I wasn't. I was thinking, you know what? I wasn't thinking about knowledge at all. Because for 16 years, I give myself 100%. 100%. You know, I was an everyday Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? So when I left, it's not that I wanted to catch up, but I was telling myself, you know what? If black people don't want to be saved, that's their problem.
You kind of fed up.
I was kind of fed up.
Right.
So I said, I'm just going to think about myself, blah, blah, blah. But every time I would watch the news, I would hear like a brother get killed by the police. I couldn't help but like feel, damn. But I would brush it out of my head, you know. But then one time a situation happened with my son, and that's when I said, oh shit, it's because, you know, my son, he was born in a nation, okay? And I remember one time I had a discussion with him, and then he told me that the teacher told him something and he didn't reply back. And when he was in the nation, his mind was sharp. But because I left and I said, the hell with all of that, I wasn't teaching as much as I used to, you know? And I was like, what? You didn't reply back? And I felt responsible because I was like, oh shit. So I says, okay, I need to
get back on track.
So what I used to do, that's when I started watching the videos of all of the so-called conscious community, blah blah blah, you know. And then, but I started to see all the beef they had, you know. It was like a so-called righteous WWE kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was too many beef. And I'm not gonna lie, there was some good information, but I just knew that, man, I don't know, man, the teaching could always go deeper, you know. And then one day I just decided, I said, well, you know what, let me just type Nation of the Gods and the Earth on YouTube, and boom, it was there. And I think it was the video of Allah B, and I think he was talking about justice when he was wearing that yellow yellow t-shirt.
Exactly what you're talking about, right?
And I was like, oh man, look at that, they're on YouTube. So I started watching a whole bunch of videos, and I was like, you see, I don't understand nothing, but that's to let you know that they're onto something. Right. So I called the school, and I remember I said, can the brother that used to be in the Nation of Islam join the Nation of the Gods and the Earth? So where you calling from? I said, I'm calling from Montreal. I said, damn, you calling from far? I said, yes sir. He said, yeah brother. He said, the father was in the nation. You just got to show and prove, bro. Right. He said, how long have you been in the nation? I said, 16 years. And the brother said, wow, that's a long time. He said, but yeah brother, you know, when you're ready, you know, just come. So I says, okay. Then I hung up the phone. I was like, oh man, why did I call? You know, I starting something that, you know, you started something you can't.
You can't back down.
I can't back down. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, I saw Saladin Allah on YouTube.
Okay.
And I started watching his video, and I was like, oh man, I don't know. There was something about him that I liked the way that he was teaching. So I communicated with him, and then I asked him the same question. Can I Ex F.O.I? I sent him an email, be part of the Nation of the Gods and the Earth. He said, yeah, you gotta get yourself an enlightener, blah blah blah. You gotta, you know, go through the lesson. And I remember I told him, well, I still got the lessons from the Nation of Islam. Should I throw it away? He said, no, brother, that's your history. Keep it. I said, you know, it's part of your history. He said, that's when he communicated with me with Born King. And then when I communicated with Born King, he said, yeah, brother, what's your physical? I think at that time I was Culture Wisdom at that time. He said, yeah, all right. But you know what, God? I don't teach old people, you know?
Right.
I don't teach old people. And at that time I didn't understand that. Neither was I offended. It's years later that I started to understand why he said it. It took me some time to understand that. And then when I hung up the phone with him, that's when I knew. I said, okay, I think I'm going to be that. And then I said, I knew I was going to have vacation only a year from now for my job. So I knew that next year I was going to go to Allah school in Mecca.
Wow.
So I didn't want to wait until I go to Allah school in Mecca. So what I did is I took the lesson, the Supreme lesson,
Supreme Wisdom,
and then I started reading them, trying to learn them to the best of my ability. You know.
So and you didn't know them like that, as in the Nation of Islam.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay,
Not to the way that when I knew, because I was learning them every day. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know how to break them down. I knew knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You know, I knew the Supreme mathematics, but I didn't know how to break them down.
Did they have the Supreme mathematics?
No, they don't have. I just knew because, you know, because of my previous lessons, you understand what I'm saying? I knew the Supreme alphabet. It was Allah, be born, C. Right. I just knew it like that, but I couldn't break them down.
I couldn't got you.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. And then that I took the whole year to learn that. When I went to the school, I met my educator, Infinity Al-Jamar, and then that's when he gave me my student enrollment, 136, and Supreme Alphabet, Supreme Mathematics.
So he told you to study Supreme Mathematics.
He told me to study Supreme Mathematics first.
Okay. Yes. He gave you the order.
That's right. He gave me the order. He says, when you're ready, call me, and then we'll add on. Right. So I remember he was showing me around the school, and he said, this is Allah. And I think because he knew, because I was in the Nation of Islam, he wanted to make sure that you need to understand this. This is Allah. And I remember looking, I was like, yeah, I have my own understanding on that. Because I still had a little bit of Nation of Islam yet. Not only that, but I didn't fully understand everything yet.
Okay.
You know? I didn't fully understand. But I didn't reject it. I just, okay, I don't fully understand that, but I have my own understanding when it came to that. So I went back home. I started studying a little bit. And because the way I was in the Nation of Islam, because of the amount of effort I put in the Nation of Islam, I knew somehow that to be part of this culture is also going to require work. You understand what I'm saying? I knew that this is not just about peace, God, please, blah, blah. You know, there's work behind that. I was aware of that early, really early. And that's why it was my hesitation to actually call him and going through the process. I wanted to make sure that I wanted to be part of that. And I remember I called him, I said, look, I haven't forgot about you. You know, so I'm just going through things right now. He says, I know you didn't forget me. He said, you don't want to know why? Because you're going to do in your own good time. So I says, okay. So it was kind of a word of encouragement.
That's peace.
Yeah. And then I called him maybe a few months later, and that's when I says, okay, I'm ready. And then he questioned me. He wrote down my address, and I received my whole entire 120.
So originally he gave you Supreme Mathematics, alphabets, student enrollment, and the 1 to 36?
Student enrollment, Supreme Alphabet, Supreme Mathematics, and 136.
Okay.
And he asked me all three.
Right. And then he gave you the rest.
Then he gave me the rest of the lessons.
1 to 14.
Exactly.
1 to 40,
that's right. Exactly. That's right. So I took the rest of the year to learn them, and then I will call him sometime. And then I asked him, I says, what should I do to be able to earn the flag? He said, well, you got to learn, you got to know the whole lessons. I said, okay. So when I hung up the phone, that's what I did. But I didn't know many things because I was pretty much self-taught.
Self-taught.
You understand what I'm saying? What was amazing is one day when you put the video of Cee Allah, when he spoke about he was the only God in Delaware. I was the only one in Montreal. I was by myself. So when I saw that video, I said, oh shit, man, I would love one day to meet this God. That would be great. And I kept watching all the videos you had on him over. I was like, damn, man, I don't understand nothing he's saying, but fuck. The way he flow, man. But it was all I had in my mind is the fact that he was in Delaware and me being in Montreal by myself.
That's recent. That's like maybe no longer 2 years ago. That's
right. Exactly. It's the year that I first met you.
Right.
That's right.
We met at 2017.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. That's right. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's peace.
Yeah.
If Mecca did this,